The siren wails. A switch clicks. One by one, the lights go out. You hear your neighbor whisper, "They're coming." Before Pearl Harbor, America slept, confident, untouchable. After Pearl Harbor, everything changed. On the night of December 7th, 1941, people went to bed thinking the war was far away. They woke up realizing it had already arrived. From that moment, the Pacific coast was no longer safe. The government feared the next attack would hit California, Oregon, maybe even Seattle. So they gave one simple order: turn the lights off. For almost 3 years, millions of Americans lived in darkness by choice. They called it the West Coast Blackout, and it turned quiet cities into something the world had never seen before: America's night factories. It began with fear. Japanese submarines shelled oil fields near Santa Barbara. Bombs fell on Oregon's forests. You would have looked up at the night sky and wondered, is that a cloud or smoke? So when the blackout orders came, no one questioned them. Streetlights vanished. Car headlights were covered with black tape. Curtains thickened so no glow escaped the glass. At night, the coastline simply disappeared. Then came February 1942, the Battle of Los Angeles. Radar screens flashed. Anti-aircraft guns thundered at invisible shapes. Shells painted the clouds red. And when morning came, there was nothing. No planes, no bombs, just smoke and disbelief. After that night, the blackout wasn't a drill anymore. It became life. Darkness was no longer an order. It was survival. While the cities stayed dark, the factories never slept. Inside hangars and shipyards, thousands of men and women worked beneath dim blue bulbs, building the machines that would win the war. At Richmond Kaiser shipyards, Liberty ships slid into the water faster than anyone thought possible. At Lockheed Burbank, they painted an entire fake suburb on the roof, driveways, lawns, even cars, to fool Japanese pilots. In Seattle, Boeing hid its plants beneath camouflage nets and painted grass to make the buildings disappear from the sky. Workers called these places night factories. The brighter America built its factories, the darker its cities became. Rows of welders stood shoulder to shoulder, sparks leaping like fireflies in the dark. They could barely see each other's faces, yet they knew they were building something greater than themselves. And when men went to war, women stepped in. Rosie the Riveter wasn't a poster. It was a shift schedule. They welded, bolted, and assembled planes through the night, often without seeing daylight for weeks. The front lines were overseas, but the heart of war beat here. Outside, the world felt dreamlike. No neon, no glow. Only a faint blue haze where the police cruisers rolled by. Movie theaters paused for air raid drills. Children hid beneath desks. People stumbled through dim streets, but still they obeyed. Because everyone believed one thing, and if we keep it dark, we keep them safe. Psychologists later called it blackout fatigue. Could you live 3 years without city lights? Back then, no one asked. The darkness wasn't fear anymore, it was discipline. And in that discipline, something remarkable began to take shape. By 1943, results spoke louder than headlines. Even under blackout conditions, America's West Coast became an unstoppable machine. Factories broke every record, one spark at a time. More than 2,700 Liberty ships, thousands of aircraft, millions of parts. The blackout hadn't slowed them down. It had focused them. It proved that unity can shine brighter than light itself. No enemy bomb ever touched American soil. But the blackout still won its war. It turned fear into order, silence into strength, and night into purpose. The war ended. The lights returned, but the discipline remained. Would you have kept your lights off for 3 years? If stories like this move you, stay with us. More forgotten nights await. The siren fades. A single torch flares alive, and somewhere in that quiet flame, America still glows. Because even in darkness, belief kept the lights burning, and hope never truly went out.